folks, just a quick video on VW California and then the optional extras that you can buy. So I was watching a video the weekend, and it was a couple who were discussing why they bought a VW California, and I thought it was an interesting video, as to why, because it's kind of a question as to kind of why you might buy your van. And with that in mind, I was thinking I'm going to do something similar. I'm going to do a video on why we bought the VW California, and it might help people who are considering buying as to why they would have bought the van. But while I was driving along today, I thought to myself, it'd be interesting to do a video on the optional extras, because that's the thing, once you've decided to buy the van, usually what it is, then you start to add, the various high level, the optional extras. And that's when you can really ramp up on the price, because someone asked me in the vlog, they asked me how much was the van worth. And I know the starting price in Ireland is around €50,000, but you can work your way up from there, in that, you just keep adding and adding and adding, and it just drives up the value of the total package in the end. But I'm a bit of a sucker for optional extras. And also, because I think the van, I'm going to buy it once off, and from owning cars over the years, I know that I do suffer from option envy. And so there's no point in me skimping when I'm trying to buy the van, because I'm going to have it for a long time. I may as well go for as many options as I could, which I did. But that does drive up the price. The good thing is that what they do is they price up everything at full price, and then the higher the value, then the more discount that you get off the van. So there is some kind of saving in it. So that's the thing. So what I was thinking I'll do is I'm going to do a series of videos where I go through each of the optional extras that I bought for the van. And over time, what I'll do is I'll say how much they cost and what I think of them, and that might help people then understand, or it gives some insight into what the optional extras do and if they're worth it. Now, I didn't get all the options. There's a lot of stuff that I opted not to get because I didn't think I would need it at the time. So one thing I didn't get was a reversing camera, which I regret. I should have got that, and it wasn't that expensive, but I didn't think I'd need it because you can see out the back, and parking sensors and all that kind of stuff. I said to myself I wouldn't need it, and subsequently I've had to retrofit one myself, and which I regret. So I would say consider your options carefully as to why you want them. So I have my list here of the various options that I went for on my van. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read out the list, and then what I'll do then is I'll cover off one of the options in this video, and then I will, from time to time, I'll upload the other options. And I'd say if you leave a comment in the video as to asking me about a particular option, and if I've got the option, then what I'll do is I'll cover it off in a video soon. Or if not, I'm going to work through them in the order of expense. So I'm going to go with the most expensive option and then work my way backwards through it. So what I have a California Ocean 204 bhp 4Motion DSG, which means it's it's the largest engine, it's 4-wheel drive, and it is automatic. So I fully spec that because I never wanted to be short of power. I also wanted to have the 4-wheel drive because I didn't want to get stuck anywhere in any kind of issues, and I wanted the automatic because my wife, I like automatics, and B, my wife can only drive automatic, so that's what we got, the automatic. And the colour is indium grey, the trim is Valley Moonrock, and the cabinets are dark wood. So that's the base van came with. So the optional extras we got were the LED headlights, the 18-inch spring alloy wheels, we got the privacy glass, the bed extension, the shower. We got the side scanning, radar thing, the black awning, and the electrics. No, we didn't get that. I was going to get the electric sliding door, but in the end I didn't. Front and rear parking sensors, and a Dynaudio system. I got a bike rack, and I got roof bars, and I got a side bar fitted, and I got a roof box. Okay, so they're the various options that I got. So the base model, and then a few extra bits and pieces as well. And so these are all the things, and I've used them all. They've all come in really handy. So the video I'm going to do today, starting at the most expensive thing that I bought as an optional extra, is the Dynaudio sound system, which actually the base price, I'd forgotten. I didn't realize I'd spent so much on it. The base price was €2,000, so it's really, 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 really expensive option for this. It's the most expensive option. The next most expensive option after that were the LED headlights, which were nearly €1,900. interesting story was the audio system was so expensive that I hadn't said it to my wife. Now I knew I was going to really want to have a good sound system because I love listening to music when I'm driving. I absolutely love it. Excuse me. And when we're parked up, I thought I'd have I envisaged the sounds blasting out of the van and stuff like that. The only irritating thing is that it switches off after half an hour to save the battery. But so I got that. Anyway, I was sitting down. I hadn't said it to Vanessa. I hadn't mentioned that the option was in the van, and it was when I was sitting down kind of signing on the contract with her with the guy from VW. He said, I hope the sound system is good. It'd want to be for paying €2,000, and he absolutely totally dropped me in it. Now, in fairness to Vanessa, she was fine. There was no issues, but she was a bit kind of like spending €2,000 on a sound system. Okay, so the question is, the sound system, is it any good? In a nutshell, yes, I think it is. I think it's a very good system, and I have the details here. So the way it is in the way they describe it in the brochure is Dynaudio sound system, 11 carefully tuned loudspeakers, including a central loudspeaker in the dash panel, combined with an 11-channel amplifier to deliver full sound with an output of up to 600 watts. And so that's it. So they have speakers on, and what I'll do is I'll show you a couple of the main speakers. And the thing I'd say about the sound is that, now obviously I can't compare it to what the van would be like without it because it came with it. But from listening to the sound system compared to, say, my wife drives a VW and I had VWs in the past, which are good basic sound systems, I think the sound system is excellent. What I like about it is that it really, there's great thump, great bass off it, great quality sound and music, and also it doesn't distort. I remember one day I was listening to something and the whole van was rattling, and I had it up really, really loud, but there was no distortion, but it was an excellent sound system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video here for a second, and I will turn the camera then to show you the system, and then what I'll do is I'll play a song, and then that'll be the end of the video. So that'll be this video, and then I think then the next video I'll do in the order will be I might do the LED headlights, but I was thinking in the more interesting one would be the side scanning radar. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video now. I'm going to turn it on to the thing. Now I have this selfie camera on, and I don't normally do that because I find it very distracting. And that's why I'm a little bit distracted by the lens here. And also I'm sitting inside the van and I have it closed up. That's why I probably look like I'm sweating out my skin, because it's really warm in here. The typical warm day. Okay, I'm going to stop the video. Okay, so I'm back again. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you, I'm going to point out the various speakers on the van. And, look, you can't see them. The grill is on the top of them. And, but take it from me, they're good speakers. And what I'll do then is, like I said, I'll play a song, and then that'll be that. So you can see here, there's a speaker there in the A-frame, and then there's a matching one over here somewhere behind that little TV monitor there. And then they have speakers, I'm assuming there's speakers in the door, and then there's up in the back here, in the drawer here, there's another speaker here and another speaker here. So that's the split, and then the main speaker is here. Now, in a non-Dynaudio VW California, this is a kind of pop-up storage cabinet, and but what they do is they put the speaker in here. Now, do I miss having the cabinet? Again, I don't know. The van only ever came with it, and so that's all I'm ever used to. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, let me just see. So look, I suppose the thing here is I'm going to record it, and I can't play it too loud because the mic will obviously peak, and you're going to be listening to a recording of the sound. So I'm not sure, but I think the thing is the quality. Hopefully, the quality of the sound will come through, and you'll get to hear the benefit of it. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so that's the iPhone now is up to maximum volume.
What are we fighting for? Now we can't go back and we can't move on.
So there you go. So that's look. The thing is, I haven't. Obviously, I'll have to play back this video myself to hear how well that sounds. But what I'd have to say is, I love listening to music through that stereo system. It's just a business, and the only thing that stops me playing it really loud all the time is I would deafen Vanessa and Christian. But other than that, I find it to be it's very good. It really is excellent. Was it worth $2,000? Probably not. I don't know. We have to see. Look, it's brilliant. It sounds great. I don't know why it's so expensive, but anyway. So there you go. So look, that's the end of the video. That's the end of the video. And sorry, it's a bit of an awkward video. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, so look, yeah. So like I said, any questions or anything like that, feel free to leave it in the comments or something like that. And what I'll do is I'll try and answer your question. I'm just looking at here, the description here. There's actually one thing we didn't get either, was the electronic voice amplification. We didn't get that as an option. I didn't realize it was an option. I thought it came with the van, but it didn't, which means that if somebody's in the back, they speak and it comes through the speakers. I really regret getting that because I can't hear anything Christian's saying. Of course, if I turn down the stereo, it'd be better. Okay, look, this video is getting really, really long. That's that then. So thanks for watching, and